up, guys? So we are at Crawford Lake, and so this is a 232-hectare conservation area, and it's a part of the Niagara Biosphere Reserve. And so it's just a small conservation area, a part of a much larger one. So our targets for today are milk snakes, eastern garter snakes, red-bellied snakes, blue salamanders, spotted salamanders, redback salamanders, and whatever else we can find. Let's get out there and let's see what we can. Check it out, guys. All right, redback salamander. You can tell it's a redback because of its really red back, and see how his tail's really long. It's very cold. It's a very slimy creature. It's one of our first finds today. Fantastic. We're just gonna set him back down under his rock in a quick second. This is one of the common species of salamander to find in Ontario, and is one of my favorite creatures ever. Alright, I'm gonna set a... He'll find his way underneath his rock, so we're just gonna... Come on. Oh, there he goes. Back under his rock. Check it out. So we have found two more. One here and one right here. I'm not gonna grab them, but there's two right there. There's a big worm right beside one of them. But we're finding stuff. We're finding creatures, which is fantastic. You can tell the difference. The soil's really moist here as opposed to in the marsh where we couldn't find salamanders. But this is really cool. We're starting to find creatures. Fantastic. So right here we have a baby toad. He's trying very hard to escape, but I think I've got him. Yeah, there we go. There. Look, a baby toad. Baby American toad to start off for the toads. Very good. We're just going to keep moving and see what else we can find. Check it out, guys. A millipede. A really big millipede. Look at the size comparison to my hand. It's huge. It's almost the size of my finger. It's very cute. Oh, you see that defensive posture? Like the minute it's actually just started to roll up. Really cool. See, these guys are common around the park. This is not a snake, but a still really cool find. I got it. It's a big one. Ew, it's sporting me with... It's an eastern garter snake. I have it in my hands. Take a look. There it is. I'm going to let it go because I don't want to hurt the snake. But that thing squirted me with...
Oh, it's right here.
It's right here. It squirted me with this sticky stuff. I'm going to... It's underneath this rock. I'm going to flip it. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Beautiful snake. I got it. There we go. Our first eastern garter snake on camera. Beautiful snake. A very large adult. Awesome. Look at that, guys. Our first eastern... Wow. She's huge. Maybe a female, maybe a male, I'm not sure. But that is such a cool find. So this is a beautiful snake. It's really beautiful. It's like this, it's a black, but has like this really distinctive yellow line that goes down its back. And if you look on the sides, there's these blue flecks on the side, like these blue narrow lines. That's how you can determine whether it's a garter snake as opposed to, like, say, a Decay's brown snake or milk snake. And so they're a really cool species of snake. They're harmless. They have a slight venom, but the only things that it affects are toads, frogs, those sort of things. It's not harmful to humans. So if you do happen to get bit, which is very unlikely, but that will happen if you don't handle them correctly. So as you can see, I'm just handling it very gently with my hands, not making any like jerky movements, just making sure that it's nice and slow, that it has some freedom to move around while in my hands, but I still have complete control of the snake while holding it. For our walk, just gonna let him go right here. There he goes. Alright, guys, guess what? We found a spotted salamander. My first ever spotted salamander. That's amazing. You see its yellow pattern? I think there's another one on the side here. That's so cool. There's another one on the side here. Yeah, look. I think this is a juvenile redback salamander. Its red is not pronounced. It's not fully there, but yeah, you can see it's a redback. I can tell it's a redback salamander. But more about this spotted salamander. You can see its red spots on its tail and the lower back. It's so cool. Double flip. Okay, just gonna set this guy down. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. Look at the redback salamander go. Okay, that's so cool. Fans, finally, we're finding stuff. Alright, go on. Alright, the redback salamander is gone. I'm gonna set this down. and continue. And so this is the lake of Crawford Lake. And so originally this place was an entire cottage. It was owned by one person. All 232 hectares of this place was owned by one person. And a lot of cottages were here, a lot of lodges for people to stay. But eventually it was made into a conservation area. And so this place is really cool because it's apparently to this thing, it's called a rare type of lake called the metromitic lake. And so it's a basin in front of you are two separate bodies of water that never mix. And so they never mix, and so there's one layer of it, and there's another layer of it, and they don't mix at all, which is pretty cool. And so we've had a pretty successful day today. 2 eastern garter snakes, 3 redback salamanders, no 4 actually, a spotted salamander, 3 or 4 baby American toads, and that's a great video if you ask me. This is Jay Adventures signing out, and see you in the next one. Hello everybody, Jay Adventures here. So I wanted to talk about a few things that I didn't mention in the video. So I found a blue spotted salamander prior to this video. And so I also wanted to talk about the term lifer. So a lifer animal is an animal that you've seen that is your first time seeing. So say, like in this video, for the first time I saw a yellow spotted salamander in person. A lifer animal is a first kind of that animal that you've ever seen in person. Well, at least like for reptiles and amphibians. So I just wanted to explain those things. I really hope you liked this video. I certainly had fun handling that massive garter snake. It's actually the largest one I've ever, largest wild snake I've ever held. And so I'm hoping to find even bigger ones in the future. Take care, everyone. See ya.